Assassination from Slacks. GXX hits the deck, and with Regon so low, if he gets checked, he'll go down, but they don't see him. 4-on-4 now. Regon collects a second. HP doesn't seem to be a problem, as he is finally felled. Entropiq does take the jewels, and we need Scenarii to get over. He's got that kit. So 3-on-3 now. Bombs been planted. Smokes are fading, though, and Siphon finds another. Scenarii, a lot of jewels being taken here, but he also goes down, and somehow just jam Flatro. Left alone, dead on Tetris. What a round, super aggressive.
Basically warlocks, and I don't understand how their jobs function, because every time I've ever had to interact with audio, it's a strange mercurial beast. Entropiq, he's gonna be doing some magic here in a second as well. Catches Stare with nade in hand, and this is turning into a massacre on the A ramp. Rifles out here for the Bad News Eagles, and now they're starting to enforce their will, but isolated now. One Flatro's coming in to support Scenarii, but this is gonna be tough. There's still utils to set up this take. They're deploying what little they have. Won't actually be able to block anyone's vision here. The timing could be everything. That's a smoke preemptively. One Flatro drops the bomb. 30 seconds. All on to Lau. This is the classic play. You force them to isolate. They have to play both angles, but Scenarii, he'll just accomplish his. If he goes down, that's a bomb plant and a very tricky clutch.
Really want to push this. 3 are over. They're going to go. Stare is forced out wide. That molly is beautiful. Haven't seen that one before, and Regon capitalizing even further. Bomb is dropped in the open. This is a catastrophe for Sprout. 5 on 4 to 3v4. Bomb in the open. I don't know how you recover this.
Star's not been having a good time towards the A side of the map just yet. Okay. Tape doesn't matter what he has. But this is the key for the Sprout T side, right? It's always going to be Stare taking fights over towards the A ramp. Here we go. Butane lighter can reach 4,000 degrees. Most butane lighters burn at a temperature of 3,578. Okay, we got to pay attention to this round because this is heating up. This is burning by 28 seconds, but it doesn't matter. Lau has done his work. Whatever his name is, he is earning the NX on the end of his name because he's crushing it here with the aggression in towards B. He knew he had the space. He knew he just had to leave the time for them to allow him back through, and now... Shiz! And okay, Slacks will prevent this round from getting out of hand. Refresh, down early. Where's that kill coming in? Low B. Alright, so aggression down by B works out, and now we get it on the A ramp as well. So kills taken on the periphery. This limits the options for Sprout. They've got no forward posturing. They're very wary that some more aggression could be coming through, and ooh, this is not an auspicious start here for Sprout. A swing back in. Siphon retaking this space, and okay. One Flatro by the danger panel. But look at Rygon. Maybe got a little ambitious on that flank push. It's come down to a 3v3 again. The boost up here could be punished. One Flatro looking for exactly this play. And never mind. GXX gonna race instead. Molotov deep means that they definitely don't know One Flatro is here. And that should be death blow. They're not prepared for it at all. And that should just about be the round. For Slacks, it might be about damage here. Could just go for the T-side save.
Get blindsided. Look at this top angle from Entropiq. Tag up. Oh, I feel for him.
Ooh, a swing. Lau catches the timing. The flashbang is good. One Flatro had no chance to defend that. They tried to go for the aggressive peek again, and this time the util was set up exactly to punish that. Oh my goodness. Lau dodging bullets here. Scenarii now in a lot of trouble, and he'll be taken down. Once Lau finds that initial entry, you're not keeping him out of this one. You're not keeping him away. And this round's over. It is actually crazy how much consistent success he has here towards B. Of all the players competing right now, he feels like one of those who just has a natural sense of all of the timings on this side. He limps through. If they lose track of him... Okay, well, he's not going to allow them to lose track of him. Bullets already peppered through. Advantage still in the hands of the Bad News Eagles, and they're trying to hold on to this space. It's getting messy, though! And that's quite an extended spray here. Entropiq keeps it to a 2-on-3. Siphon, but he doesn't have the bomb alongside him! Spray transfer, not quite there, but it's a foot race now. Slacks trying to get back into the angle. They're coming around the check. GXX and Slacks, and now it's come down to the 1v1, and the pistol will be plenty to take out Synopsy. Over, but with the op, there's still a chance for this to get real weird. Smoke's gonna go out ahead of it, try and offset the aim, try and offset the angle, and actually coming into the fight here, Synopsy, there's the rifle, and Slacks, without adjustment, is gonna be able to see the round through.
I like Riffle guys.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm never as big of a fan. Stare, again, not gonna have a lot of luck here towards A ramp. Been alright out of these initial engagements, but for the most part, it does feel like Bad News Eagles have gotten the best of that nade. Takes Slacks out of play. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Zyphon's got to try and retrieve this bomb. Fresh. That's one. A second as well. And that's the A site ripped open. There's a flank on, but it's going to be too late. It's going to be too slow. Not finding the timing just yet. Now he comes back to check, but on the side hall goes one Flatro. And he wants more. He doesn't just want the one. He's trying to play this patiently. Has a positioning of one. Looking for a second as well. There's going to be it. Making sure he can get both kills. Ooh, and he's got both. Nice patient play coming through here. It's all about Refresh, trying to keep that bomb alive, trying to keep it ticking. It's gonna go down. Here's the first base and a second swing. Well played. No, Monks is lurking here, but who's gonna guess this? Who's gonna catch this? Oh, he thinks he cleared it. That could be huge later on. He didn't go all the way around the box, and instead he's gonna catch Zyphon. That's a kill on in. But they don't know Lau's position. This is going to get super weird. If they kill Juan Flatro, there's still a chance at this round. Problem is there's just not a lot of time. Juan Flatro has done a good job at not getting caught. Well,
Slacks.
time for a B plan.
You can actually get a bomb plant.
Yeah.
And they kind of need it. They need it as well, so... Better get a move on Slacks. Sticks around for the fight. Regon. That's awkward. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Well, at least he dies within the time, but their money is Juan
Flatro, he's going to be pressured in mid. Haven't seen a lot of the mid play coming through from Sprout, but here's where they throw the change-up pitch, and well, it's well set up by the Bad News Eagles. They've got a lot of bodies here to defend. Big kill, though, for Lau. As per always, he is such a nightmare with these steps. Good trade, and here we go. Bomb site with man advantage. Rygon going to take that advantage away at the very least. They can't find the bomb plant. Oh, Zyphon dealt with. It's all about Lau. And X, he's crept up close, waiting on the smoke fade. Trying to spam these places. They heard the tick. He's got the first kill. Looking for the second as well. No health. It'll have to be headshot. So close. If that was an AK, he wins the round. But alas and alack, he had the inferior Galil, and that will be a 6th on for the Bad News Eagles to send us toward the halftime break. This is elimination. Both teams taking a stunning upset yesterday. Means that these two Rio-bound squads might not find themselves
Mike?
Smoke dink somebody?
No.
Hello? Huh? Bomb's been dropped. It's even. Haven't seen someone get bottled by a smoke in a long time. This one is getting very messy indeed, and suddenly it's looking good for Sprout. The clouds have cleared. The smoke has dissipated from apparently someone's skull. And now it's just Juan Flatro to try and bring this back with a lowly Glock and not even a bit of armor.
Sad signs.
He knows he's just going to have to try the desperate pops, right? I mean, ain't nothing else doing here, Alan.
They're not over-facing, so long face contact is going to peak. He's actually getting more opportunities than I expected.
Yearly pick. GXX has not had a good time. Didn't quite notice it, but 3 and 12 to this point. That's it's actually quite shocking.
Ooh. Typhoon. Doesn't need to work this too hard. He's having a teammate over on B, and that is a rare duel lost. How is this falling apart?
They still got util. They can zero it in a little bit. GXX. Where did that nade go? I guess it just landed on the box. He thought he was a little bit more forward, so... These mollies and nades are not quite as deep as they need to be, and now GXX is going to capitalize on that space he was allowed. Falmos not enough to hold him at bay. They need a big play from Stara Slacks. Slacks holding them in towards mid. Might find the timing. He doesn't think that's a huge pressure relief, but he's got to do it all himself. A 1v2 now. They're getting in towards the bomb plant, but they're giving him options and opportunities. And Synopsy is low. Synopsy is low. Doesn't feel comfortable going for the plant, and that's why he knew Slacks was waiting. What a clinical way to play the 1v3.
Like a do you describe it? I don't think they squeak, do they?
There's a, I don't know what specific variety of eagles the bad news eagles are, but I'll play you a bald eagle screech. They might be screeching in this one. They're getting crushed. Woo! Or not! GXX! Alright, okay. Okay, the flank on should mean that... Oh, no! It's still getting interesting! Dude, almost catastrophe here. Oh, timing though. He's gonna get caught. How is he still alive? Okay, Lau and X will put this one to bed, but that game yesterday against the Blue Jays gave us pause. But apparently, they gave them some pause as well, because they fixed whatever was going on in that one. A lot of utility on the site. Players dropping. Xiphon gone, but look at the damage back the other way. Rygon and Scenari, they're limping. GXX will get past the first angle. Never mind, that was Rygon. But the nade in means that the bomb gets dropped, and now they're very exposed. Lau still dancing around this angle. He's going to be spammed down eventually. 38 seconds. They've still got time to make this work, and there's no one on the flank. Problem is, recovering the bomb. Oh, I love this angle for Slacks. It's so grimy. They could just get past him, considering it's online, but... if they test him, he'll have a chance. 1-for-1 on that trade. Scenari is so low. He goes to the opposite result. Oh! Slacks comes off right at the wrong moment. Fuck! That readjustment pays dividends. It feels like Slacks has been the insurance policy.
Here and now, they can't find any advantages in any of these rounds. Sprout are outplaying them on all levels.
Just take that molly. Synopsy. Alright, so you've lost your B presence. One Flatro's up in mid, but instantly traded. That's nicely done. Xiphon's been incredible this map. 19 and 11. I mean, really, everyone's been hitting. There's not a lot of weak points. Started a rough first half, but in the second, he's been lights out, and he's... whoa, needs to look right. Needs to look right. He's going to find it. Okay. Freebie gain. Smoke goes up preemptively to give him some room to operate. He's dumping his util because he knows they're going to focus in on him. I love this protocol. Immediate response. Flashbangs come in from a teammate. He gets one more. Really nicely played from a top position there at Cement. For you. Rygon.
Let's not.
Gonna have no time to prepare, and while sprinting to try and get a bomb plant, that was just a hope and a prayer, and that hope and the prayer will send us through to Mirage. Sprout looking so good here, which makes me even more confused about what happened yesterday, Alan. And the players are gonna follow.
Stan needs to get back. He's rotated off at just the worst time, and Slacks is dead. Xiphon has to do work, and that is a catastrophe for Sprout. Not sure what's up with the rotates, but this round is over, and honestly, maybe even save. There's no way you're retaking this.
Yeah. I mean, you've actually got quite a bit, right? You've got 2 sets of armor, some utility as well. It's a lot to bring into a second round, so I know what you love to see. Lau will at least add a blemish. But it's traded back in kind, and that was the util. That was the util gone. That was a smoke and a flash, if I'm not mistaken, on Slacks. So, not ideal to lose that early on. A couple more blemishes added by Refresh. And you know what? Those 2 kills, it's all going to be about what happens when push actually doesn't push up. Oh, there's the spot. Refresh. Info. At some substantial risk. Not quite a boffin. He may die for this one. Rygon's got the initial space. Xiphon first casualty. Refresh has just been chilling. Yes, they do. Okay. This round has been nicely defanged until the bomb gets dropped right in front of Lau. He's hit another. Lau and X making it interesting here. A 2v3. Stare with the rifle could be the difference maker. They let him get this kill. He will eventually have it. How good's your lineup, GXX? How well do you know your angles? Apparently, pretty well. This player's gotten back on. He's checking it. Oh no, they're gonna get the full DQs right under him, and the kill to add insult to injury. What a second round for Sprout. Either way, Slacks collects. That's the one rifle in an unretrievable position. But, okay, all right. That's a way to create. GXX had some crazy rounds towards the end of Vertigo, and it seems like maybe some of that energy is gonna be carried over to map number 2 here.
Big fight. Big fight. Round's actually on. If Stare hits the deck, not to be the case. Synopsy does recover the AK, but it's a little effect. And, a game of whack-a-mole here as Scenari sticks his head up and connects. So 24 seconds.
I hate this a lot.
He's just saved 1,700 on a 1,900 loss bonus.
I really hate this. Well, I remember a Pro League conference.
I remember a U-Jerks.
I remember U-Jerks. Rygon, okay, all right, there we go. Through the smoke, catches one Flatro with another, and this is looking good for the Bad News Eagles. These Eagles, they may have just found an Eerie. The question's going to be, what can Lawan do on the flank? He's being watched for. And dead. Okay, round over. Refresh? Really? Whoa! Refresh thinking he was up against Liquid, but this time it's not to be. To gain is nothing. He can only lose by writing those books. So I think he's too scared to ever do it. This is a stack, and it's an ill-advised one. Unless Lau hits some serious shots with this off, this is probably not even a retake. And he gave up the ankle at an inopportune time, so Lawan is withdrawing. It's going to be a big first kill, and frankly, at this point, there's no positioning in towards the site. There's a logic to just pulling the plug. Stair gets a kill, but it is traded back. Everything in terms of positioning works for the Bad News Eagles here. The Frash is going to try and get some done on Cat. He's done for, and now it's just Stair surviving. This was a really rough rotation call coming through from Sprout, and just serious miscues all the way down.
I guess it wouldn't be a surprise if... Here we go, though. BNE selected A. 2 players here. Slacks. No AWP this time. Zyphon underneath balcony. Look at Regon creeping out further and further. He's going to check under balcony. The timing's awful on the peak, and that's a great entry kill.
They are really having a lot of trouble with these initial fights towards A. Man down. This is still potentially recoverable. The nade will actually force Slacks forward. Synopsy didn't realize. Oh, that's the bomb drop. 55 seconds on the clock. GXX is so low, this USP is enough to battle him. Woohoo! And there's the trap, there's the catch. Slacks has gained his up. And a 1v1. Oh my god, Slacks! A 4K in this one! He steps up huge!
Did a couple good rounds, but it was already over on Vertigo by that point. We just need to see a lot more, and thank god Regon at least is playing well.
BNE have been having, I mean, across both maps, right? Having a lot of success in these initial phases. Look at this position. Oh, he only gets one. That's not quite realizing the potential of the spot, and Slacks now. His vision is cleared. Smoke's gonna go in actually to clear him. 2v2 rifle gained here for Stair. They're gonna try and get the bomb planted, but Slacks slips. That's so bold on the posturing, and well, he's gonna trade it out. This is messy. This is so messy. Stair expects GXX to go for the bomb, but knowing that that's the expectation, he's playing around the edge of the smoke, and on the fade, he's going to collect. What a brilliant bit of individual maneuvering. Slacks is giving him the space. So this could get a little hairy. They haven't found the contact they're hoping for yet. What's Synopsy going to be able to do here? Clearing in towards jungle. He's taking this fight, and he's dealt with. Nicely played from Slacks. That's a huge find early. Takes a lot of the fangs out of this round, and I think it's going to trigger a rotate for the Bad News Eagles. They've just lost their second player on towards A, so this heavy emphasis. They're full rotating through spawn, and at some point, Sprout's going to realize, oh no, they're just going ramp. Huh. They smoked out Palace, and instead of waiting that smoke, they've decided to go full ramp. Readjusting here. So Sprout is thinking, hey, maybe they rotated. Turns out, no, they didn't. They just reset a little bit. Refresh has tucked his way on in under Valk. He's been checked here in a lot of rounds. Scenario's making mad noise. Entry Refresh is going to get activated, and that isn't going to be a kill found. There it is. Tons of damage done. The bomb's still stuck in Palace. And Rygon has gotten his way in towards mid, but he's not got the health for a sustained fight. First bullet will do him in, unless he connects a headshot. Rygon's insane individual play again shining here, but Scenarios realized he doesn't actually have the time to rotate towards B as he was perhaps planning, so he'll reset ramp. They've got no time to spare. They're running out of seconds on the clock, and at this point, Sprout just don't want to give them the fight because they know as soon as that bomb goes down, well, here's the punish, here's the kill, here's the round. Nicely held from Refresh. That's an interesting duel here with Synopsy. Oh, he's going to realize it. And deal with that issue. Lonks, he's still the B anchor over here. Just a little bit, shall we say, less sexy of a position on Mirage. And it is on Vert. Stare. Overwhelmed. Just gets one. Uh-oh. Mid's opened up. They could potentially boost in the window. Take that space, retrieve that gun, and that's exactly what Juan Flacho is going to do. No boost needed. A little hop, skip, and a jump from the bench. So now a lot of positioning in the middle of the map, and he's going to go... Someone's watching for it, though. Zyphon aware. and ready to deal with that present danger. So, they'll play out a con. Siphon will be first contact for them as he's come back to respond from Ticket. He even goes 1 for 1 here. Wow, I was going to say it should be done. That's not going to happen, so it's Refresh who has to be the Guardian instead. And he's let them go past. He's let them go past so they'd overlook this spot. So he could come in for the cleanup. There's going to be the first. Down to just Rygon now. Rygon's been incredible. He's got 35 seconds to work. He's got options being in the center of the map. And he's going to give them the slip in towards spawn. No one's watching for this. As I say that, though, Lawrence is going to realize the issue, come back in, and deny Rygon the chance to make this round interesting. Got draft horses, got Arabians, war horses, paints, Mustangs, I think they're Pintos or some. I'm trying to remember what I know. Okay, goodbye Stare. Tell you what kind of horse he is. He's glue in this round. Oh, a second to follow. They're certainly not checking for it. No one's got awareness. They're trusting. Playing quite a bit. And Longs is going to punch them for it. Now up and out. He's got such a strong spot. He's dealt with, but it's a cleanup here. What a flank. What a recovery for Sprout. Dude, he is. He was... And it feels like, again, he's so young. I think he's 19, maybe. That it feels like you just him and Stare. I mean, the ceiling is sky high. Wow. Okay, maybe not this round. No, that ceiling's coming crumbling down. It's been cratered. Slacks, that's a nutty shot on Rygon, but it might just be style points on the back of a hopeless round. Let's see if Stare, and the other young guns on this team, especially alongside Zyphon as well. I mean, the core of this squad is so young. So much more room for them to continue to grow, but Stare, see if he can give us a sneak peek of that future right here and now. Positions known. GXX is going to reset, but leaves himself very exposed indeed. Molly comes out immediately. Synopsy is ahead. This Synopsy is done. They're giving him the fights. He's just going to leave. Knows he doesn't have time for the reload, and Scenary will clothesline him. So one more round for the Bad News Eagles as we are going ahead to the half. Up to see what we're going to get in the second.
They're in a good place, and surely if Regon maintains anything like this level, he's going to be a monster. An absolute bastion to get past. Gets a great timing on that first frag, and that was the play with the nades as well. So, hit stalled out, and Sprout needs to rethink.
Oh, there? Okay. Alright. Found some space. Found some depth. Slacks has gotten through, but the bomb's dropped in jungle, so that's the fight they have to take. They have to creep into the jungle. They ain't got no machetes to clear out this undergrowth. She's guns. She's bullets. And okay, that might just be enough. He's so low. He's gone. Refresh finishes that off. It's all into Scenary here. And Scenary is going to try and reposition to be able to play off of that C4, but with the shutter unbroken, he knows he can't do this without giving up the audio cue, so that's brutal. There's still 30 seconds as well. They realize the shutter's unbroken now. So Sprout can feel pretty comfortable about where Scenary's going to be coming in from. Good read, good shot. Scenary's gushed. One more bullet will take him out, and Zyphon will be the one to deliver it. Underpass is rocking. Well, Refresh might die on the smoke. Ah, they look away! And there's the kills. They're both from low. But there might be the finishing blow as well. The nade to chase. Goodbye, Raygon. Oh, he just limps out of that one. 5 points of health. Shrapnel chasing him on down, but GXX getting a kill could keep things interesting. Problem is they've given up space towards B, and look at where the bomb is headed. Great response here from Sprout. Rygon, the only one who can do anything about this, and a MAC-10 bullet will quickly deal with that. About the presence and connector. It's pulled the presence as well, and now there's a lot of space to get in towards the site. This gap in the smoke, though, could be deadly. Synopsy's looking for it. Wants to activate on it. Fall prey to this gap. No, apparently not, because Refresh is in on a timely flank. No one is watching mid. And that's going to be the round done. Unless... No. Still done. Can we talk about the cojones from Refresh as well? To know that he was 100% spotted, identified. That's one of those cute yakety sax moments. But Juan Flatro finally starting to make his mark in this map. Had some big moments on Vertigo. We haven't seen much of him here on Mirage, and they need Juan Flatro to deliver. Rygon won't be. Synopsy could trade, but they've lost one Flatro. This round's back in doubt. Zyphon wants to rotate in to support his teammate. Slacks picks up a bit of util alongside his gun. That Molotov, well, could make the difference, except he's a little overeager, not waiting for Zyphon to get into the angle to support him. Now it's all about Zyphon. First out the first, but Synopsy is good for a big round from Synopsy. Who am I thinking of? Alright, well, we're just going to go unknown until it occurs to me a little bit later on. But for the time, it's looking good for Bad News Eagles. They're making a map of victory. He's tagged up. He may not even really be able to escape for these saves. That's a big kill for Refresh. Doesn't get the upgrade, but he might give a pass out. Refresh wants to take the space towards B. That's not going to happen. Wow, though, catches a player. Slipping. He's got no health, and he's got no time. Does he have life? Yes, he does. Okay, no round win.
Towards Catwalk, so no need to overface that. And look at BNE on the mini-map. They're so dynamic. Look at them trying to fight mid with all these numbers.
Magellan. He's Spanish. It's Magellan. All right, I figured it out. And now I'm happy to cast the round. My brain is satisfied, and Synopsy is as well, but not for long. Zyphon into the angle, gets caught with utility in hand. The timing for one Flatro is great. But there's space towards B. Magellan might even be able to find this. Rygon, though, with the AWP, well, he's the navigation hazard here, and I mean, Juan Flatro is going to be close at hand. Slacks, he gains space. And they're being allowed a bomb plant. I mean, they've got the room. They're giving this over. So much so that Sprout are actually wary. Bomb will go down. A 2v3, this is impossible. There's no utility, but... That is one of the best ways I've seen a player take that fight. You don't often see it because you're so exposed to Cat. But Loud trusts his read. And it pays off. It pays dividends. Now GXX and one Flatro, it's down to the gunfight, really. And it's all going to just be the one. Down to the clutch. Slack, he's been good in these posts. He's been good in these clutches. Is he going to have the timing on this one? Ooh, just dodges the bullets. Flatro knows he has to close distance. He's got a kit. He's got time. But he doesn't have the shot. Slacks does it again. Another clutch pulled through for the Slackser. And there's some consideration that the Vikings did it.
And the Vikings one is almost certainly true.
Yes, almost certainly. So I don't know what who was first. But I guess that would determine it, right? From China, presumably it's the Pacific. It's the Vikings, it's definitely the Atlantic. And in this round, it's definitely the Bad News Eagles. Slacks, though. This would be another level, and it's not going to happen. No way, no how, not here. From October 20th of last year. But we should focus on this round, so I'll save that for a little bit. I'll educate you in the future. Right now, wow, that's a big kill to find, but it is traded. Oh, and Synopsy, the gap in the smoke played beautifully, and now mid-control denied. That was looking a little rough for a moment, and just completely dealt with. It's all about Zyphon here. Can he make something happen? The answer is no. One Flatro always had that one under control. Bomb's been lost. Lonx is alone. This is a complete non-starter for Sprout. They're done for.
Lagging behind, the others have picked up so much since the roles have been reversed. And yes, now you can inform me what the article said.
Yep, as we've found no damage here. All right, so apparently there's long been known that there was a settlement of 8 timber frame buildings on like the northern tip of Newfoundland in Canada, but they didn't know how old it was exactly. But a new form of dating. All right, let's see if Lonx actually can pull this off. I'm starting to believe. I think it might happen. Trying to deal with him. He gets the first. 2 more to find. It's already a great result in this round. He's brought it down to just the one. Oh, the flames will force him out. Knows he can't get the reload off, so only 6 bullets. But the headshot is there. Call him the Viking. He's conquering the new world of this round. On Flatro. Who's going to look? Who's going to turn? It's going to be Stare, who says, hey, bud. What you doing there? Oh, and takes 2 as a result. Synopsy trusted his teammate. Thought that position was clear, and well, that's a bit of a catastrophe here for the Bad News Eagles. It's like sailing into a solar storm. Rygon gets an answer. He has been the absolute tank for this squad, and he'll have another blind firing into the apartments, keeping this in whack, keeping this into a 3v3, but the position in mid means he has nowhere to go, and he doesn't care. What? Rygon almost has 30 kills in this one. The bomb is going to be planted. This is a 2-on-2. And this is going to come down to the heavy hitters. Scenari and Rygon working together. Goodbye, Rygon. It'll have to be Scenari stepping up. And he's going to give it a whirl. Keeping out market. Law and X. Back by the bench. Policy here, and he'll have it. No problem whatsoever.
Set up for something. Bit of a B split set to come in, and well, Synopsy's tucked into ladder room. Molly doesn't actually go deep enough, but the flashbang's good, and surely he's dead to rights. How is he not dead? No way.
Rygon's dead, though. If they deal with GXX, this is still a bomb plant, and maybe Synopsy's gone. I was going to say maybe they could just save the rifle. Because realistically, for the Bad News Eagles, you should be setting up to play for overtime. They're not going to. One Fletcher without one kill. There's no way he can justify this. They're taking the fight to him. They don't want him to have... Synopsy with a mag is the lone sentinel of this B site. And call me crazy, but I think he gets 2 here. They're going to think that Molotov clears a little bit better than it does. Oh, there's 1. Uh-oh. Mag 7 from this spot. You've seen it be a real meat grinder of a gun. All right, he betrays the mag. I no longer have faith in them taking this round. Doesn't quite go around the corner. Rygon was hoping for that opportunity, but here's to be the catch anyway. Goodbye, Stare. Catastrophe in this one. Refresh gonna bring it back, but again, the knives come out at awkward times here. Players getting caught with util, with knives. It's all about Slacks. And goodbye, Slacks. Oh,
South
yeah?
America. For plenty of gold.
Sounds pretty nice. Someone should make an animated movie about it. Wow, and X has found an opener and a lot of space. Pressure on the ramp player. That's a bomb found, but oh, GXX, what a critical kill. Scenari's taken out. The bomb can be retrieved, but this one is very much anyone's game. Rygon's going to push the smoke. He's going to push the smoke. I can just feel it deep in my pores. Okay, he waits for the smoke fade. He's still dead on it. He doesn't just push through. That's a good trade, and that's the round. We're going to overtime. Explosive play, Mag 7 play, broken buys from the Bad News Eagles, and they stay fighting. Give themselves a chance here, and that's sometimes all you need, Alan. Rygon certainly taking full advantage of it. Monstrous in regulation. Big part of why they're here, and he's going to keep going in OT, and he's already going on the flank. This is so aggressive. They're getting hemmed in towards the ramp, and well, Scenari's already going to strike. He's going to cut down 3. Who needs a flank when Scenari's on the front? Bad News Eagles looking alive in this first round of overtime. Mid. Comes to play one. Flatro getting aggressive on it, playing around the smoke, finding Siphon. Refresh. Refresh? He's gone past. Does he realize? Refresh? He must have thought one Flatro got out, but presumably you check that position. Cleared it. That was a bit of a misread. Stare quickly traded out as he tries to get through and towards window, and it's just down to the 2. A 2v4. This round should not be viable, especially with the crossfire setup. Jail and Cat. That's all down to Lance, and we've heaped praise upon him, but this one's a little bit too much to ask, and indeed...
7 halves in regulation. And it just feels like 3 chances on either side is too much to allow this Bad News Eagles squad.
Okay, that's one way to take the initiative. 2 kills already found. Yes, you lose Regon in towards mid, but... Dang! Alright, one after another. Sprout just completely stunned here in this overtime. It's just down to 1. Siphon, I mean, you might even want to just go back for the bomb at this point. Siphon certainly isn't interested in being extinguished just yet, but he will be. Whether he wants to or not. What a difference for the Bad News Eagles. It feels like they've bought in at this point. I mean, that's the forward A play coming through from the Bad News Eagles. Keeping it simple. And for now, at least, Sprout are not well positioned to deal with it. Refresh is going to try and change that. He's rotating around. Well, a little bit of an error put in this. A little bit of a B. This could actually work out all right. Utility in hand for Scenari. That's 2 players caught. Siphon on the same line. And, well... this is looking like a biggest stumper here for the Bad News Eagles as they try and get that last round to take us to a 3rd round. GXX, he's alone. At least find a consolation kill, but they're wrapping him on the flank. So GXX just has to create something miraculous here. Creeping. Giving him nothing. Not an inch. A whisper of a chance and Refresh. We'll make sure it doesn't get at all interesting. Boom. Look at all this space. Look at how much room we've got there in the con. This is being checked by Slacks. And he will find the first, but does he realize the player's already up? They seem to be wary. And the crossfire from Balk and Jungle can be really potent for dealing with it, especially if Refresh starts off early. Lose stairs. They won't get the cat peek at least. But Zyphon's position, he hasn't been cleared yet, and that's going to become an issue. Yup, Zyphon activated at the perfect time. It's all on the GXX. This one's going to come down to the wire. It's another round where you just can't do anything GXX.
Whole shebang. I was thinking, if my mouth was twice as big, I could eat twice as fast. And
be
what everyone's gunning for.
Oh, with the secondary op, this is going to be the big point of contact. Slacks is lost elsewhere. That could provide a little bit of space if Bad News Eagles want to adjust and go for it. Oh, they're going to test this op. And that's the bomb. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Now utility has to be spent. They're almost forced to funnel on in. Tons of utils being dumped here, but they're not quite fast behind it. They're kind of stunned up here in the apartments. That's a big kill, though, for GXX. Means that their rotation has to come through for Sprout. So they're leaving Stair here. But this is just to pull focus, and eventually Sprout's going to realize the jig's going to be up. Stair gets a critical kill, keeps it even in the numbers. There's the cleanup in mid. No! Okay, GXX somehow surviving. A big kill now found. This freezes up Zyphon. He'll finally find the one, but it's going to be about the post plant. Wow, on the time! Oh, the bomb does go down. It's all on Sanari. Sanari and Zyphon for the map. A duel for the ages. Dancing up the catwalk, dodging bullets left, right, and center. Zyphon trying to bring this in, trying to bring this home. He's on the sidearm. He's got time. He can adjust. Sanari has been ticked down. They're both about half of health. And here comes the line. There comes the shot. Sanari takes it home. The clutch confirmed. We're going to Ancient. They're going to look to kick things off quick. Strain to B. No hesitation here. And a passive self Sprout means that there's a lot of room. And Long shows exactly why they have that. 3 swift kills. The bomb dropped. Oh my god. Lau and Nex looking to get it all done on the pistol round. The ace still in the cards. The bomb plant certainly no longer. GXX will give him a phase with 2 X's and Longs. Who takes it all?
If you're Bad News Eagles.
The only option allowed to them. That's a nice rundown. Synopsy almost getting her done. Slacks put on notice for sure. But he's going to get the follow-up, and now no one's really in position to punish him. So that's a good hold. Less so for Zyphon. Damage dealt out.
Yeah, to take control. Slacks gonna play towards the window, and well, that's perfect timing. Finds one. Tells his teammates it's more likely in the area. That is a decent trade. But the cavalry, and the greatest cavalry of all, has arrived.
Refresh. Greatest cavalry of all. It's a very nice find. Bit of a freebie for Sprout. Now this presence in mid, this might get checked by Zyphon. So the duel from Zyphon to Synopsy is going to be interesting. I haven't seen it just yet, but this is presumably the fight that'll come through. That might trigger a rotation. Slacks catches the bomb way back in spawn. So what do you even do now? 35 seconds. You got to go to find the bomb. You've lost your mid presence. You've got these 2 towards B, but they got to go back. There's only 30 seconds, Alan. There's only 30 seconds.
I think it's over. I think it's already over. Getting this bomb turning around 20 seconds. Joe Flatcho has to just... Well,
that's a bit of a disaster for the Bad News Eagles. Get the opening hit. Get some decent setups. Get nothing afterwards.
Well, the way it's meant to work is
kills become quite popular. He wants to go through. He wants to be flashed through. He swaps spots with him. He swaps spots. He's got the 1, not the 2nd. Rygon will catch him on the smoke fade, and this is actually a prime opportunity. Problem is the bomb's on the other side of the map. They've pulled the rotations, but they're still Refresh and Donut. And at some point, Refresh is going to realize that it's not quite what they expected. Okay. Gets the next, and there it is. Bombs dropped. Rounds recovered. This got real weird real quick, but it's all going to be A-okay for Sprout.
Blindingly, obviously, to me, Mike, where he's brought the influence from Heroic, because they look so similar with how they think about the game. So proactive, always looking to one-upping the other team.
They're going to go for the boost up. This is going to be the boost up. Here by Parrot. Boost up comes in. Does it work? Ooh, not quite. They don't lose lives, though. Now, Lounce and Juan Flatro are kissing in the smoke, but once it fades, okay, that's a pretty decent second one. Also there for Juan Flatro, and suddenly, we got a round on our hands, folks. Well, for a moment, all on a Scenary. Making this happen. Brought down to the clutch. Slacks. He's got the ult, but Scenary's low. It doesn't matter what gun's on the other side. It's all about these first bullets, and Scenary seals the deal to finally get the Bad News Eagles on the board. A 1v3.
How is that the round?
Bad News Eagles, minutes down off the clock, and most importantly, Alan, look at their util. A single flashbang, a single Molotov. All they have to actually attempt this take, and a take on towards A with no smokes. I mean, that's a recipe for disaster, especially with no mid presence, because that's now gone. This could be catastrophic.
There's no way. There's no way from here. Turn around, boys. Turn around. It's going to be a slaughterhouse. GXX would love to hold on to this, and to be honest,
the time getting low. And okay, all right. A little bit disjointed here. GXX is suddenly making this so expensive, but he does get clocked.
iPhone. Early mid-tech nades. Oh my lord, Regon, how do you win that duel? Full white. Swings out further. How is this man not dead?
Hello? Make somebody dead. Oh, it's gonna be his teammates there. Uh-oh, the double push from the Young Guns, and I mean, look at the health on the Bad News Eagles, but look at the bodies they've still got up. These have no idea where anyone remaining is. And here's the execution from Synopsis. Well, that's the round. Refresh will be lucky if he's allowed to save.
His initial kind of success as a player when he was younger.
It is also interesting as well. Oh, this first contact's so huge. The scout's out. Oh, the scout goes wide for 5-7.
No.
Oh, what's happening here? Not as much as could have been. Look at the health. This round is still definitely on. Right where they can catch these T's and post plants. Could get weird. This could get weird, but they do need to connect the shots. The shots not exactly hitting. Okay, Bang's taken out of this one. A lot of interesting damage here, a lot of risk, and ultimately...
Do you mean matchmaking, or do you mean in a team?
I guess either. Both. Give me both.
Can't even remember matchmaking. It's been like 6 months. And then I only played in a team very briefly. Not the
Fire refresh? No, too deep. And refresh is gonna last all the way to his death. Damage out of it. Oh my God, Juan Flatro. This round's back on. That shot through the panel. Round's back on. Time's getting short though. 25 seconds. They gotta go if they're gonna go. They're hemmed in. They can't get out towards mid. There's 2 players in the site. It's gonna be a tough one and a lineup. We'll see Launex bring it through.
Oh, I think we've got an A rush.
It does seem to be that way. Zyphon gonna be here to receive. He's got the first on the line. Now he's got reinforcements coming on in, and he's dealt with Rygon. That was the big kill. That was the big kill. That would have kept this round in doubt. GXX though looks to make things interesting. Everybody's here. The rotation has been instantaneous here. Sprout detecting the pace of play there, bringing it all through, and that's 9 rounds on the board. Well, against it, that would be kind of sick. I don't know if it's necessarily a Halloween thing, but I guess it could be. From your lips to Valve's ears, and Rygon's rifle, and he just gains more space. The bomb's down. He's just killed 2 more. He just keeps going. WT locked down, and the round as well. Refresh has to save. What a stunner coming.
5 rounds. Buying the next is not going to be perfect for Sprout. I see. Maybe I have seen quite a lot of the Mag 7.
Hey, yeah. Flashbang over. Peek coming through. Stare. Can't see it through. Nate might better still. Nope, not quite. Not on. Decent damage, but they lose Launex, and I don't know if that was a worthy exchange. Go so far as to say not. Stare dead. Rygon. Again, cannot be contained, but refresh See if he has an answer. Do it. Eagle had the strike there, and, well, it's all over. 6 rounds, considering how...
5 mid. Bold
That's
call,
something.
and they need to reposition.
Okay, 3A. I mean, it's going to be a heck of a donut fight. Refresh losing that tool might help out. They are headed into donut, so this is all right. Scenario does eventually get dealt with. It's a 2v2. Going for the plant here. Stare is not expecting a player to be Temple already. So it all falls to Longs. He got the ace in the first. Not going to do it here. Rygon. Here comes the play. They're going through the smoke, or at least right on the edge of it. Refresh in check. Refresh catches the first, but one flusher will bring back that kill. They completely discount B main. Comms, maybe a little hairy bear. What? Speaking of comms, there's no time. They had to get on the plant, and well, that'll be the round. Yeah.
That metal is truly proved. There knows his angles. Oh my lord. Where's that kill come from? DB? Oh my god.
B main. B main. They're straight in as well. There's 2 players heading in towards cave. But small talk can really keep them capped. Lounge is going in for the clear. He gets it and isn't punished. And they realize the second player's here because of the smoke. Stairs somehow doesn't win that fight. 1 HP for Scenario as he's just trying to get out. He will be caught. It's a save for Rygon. No.
Sprout still got life left in them. Still set to grow. But I'm still a little bit nervous.
Rygon. 1 for 1. That's not a difference maker. 35 seconds right now. Synopsy, though, if he could find something on the edge of this smoke, he can. There's no vision for it. GXX is forced back by that Molotov as well. The A site is vulnerable, and they're going to move right in. Synopsy, though, on the flank here. He's going to keep it interesting. He's going to keep it very interesting and in favor of the Bad News Eagles. So now this post plant, very possible, probable even. Refresh is looking to change that arithmetic. No one's watching the flank. No one's watching the flank. One Flotro has gone for the long flank around, and no one's looking for him. So there's a freebie. It's all going to be Refresh. He's already found 3 kills. Looking for the ace. Not going to happen here. This is a huge swing around. Feels like a lot's riding on this one in terms of weight. Zephon's much further back this time towards A. And admittedly, Rygon is committed. Oh, look at that A damage. Oh, those red bars. Those.
You don't need a huge amount. They're taking Donut, and that is perfect. Look at that. Okay. Donut take comes in, applies so much pressure. The CDs can't feel like they can sit back anymore, and that nets them a frag.
There is the trade, but it's light presence on B. Problem is, Sprout's not moving quick to capitalize, and now the reinforcements are here. There's only 25 seconds. They've got to go. The smokes are late. The kills are good. Scenario off. That forces GXX back. Can't risk the smoke at this point. Rygon still wants to give it a poke, but you gotta imagine they're thinking about the save now. They'll take out the mid lurk. Rygon's going all the way in. And here's gonna be the defuse on. All right, they're sneaking on it. The spam's not good. That's gonna be the round for the Bad News Eagles. Smoke up. Never mind. Thinks better of it. Heavy triangle presence in towards mid. Bit of an angle. Scenario, though, down. Rygon down. Numbers dwindling. Bomb planted. Lineup this time not good for one Flotro.
The mist of that side, and then decide whether to go for it. That wasn't enough.
This aggression in Jaguar. It could be all about Synopsy. Synopsy's dropped. Trying to pressure one. Flotro, they found that as well. Uh-oh. The doors have been blown off here. The Bad News Eagles, they don't have too much to regain. GXX will hit, but that stack was seen. They know there's Rygon. Looking for a duel, looking for a face. Molotov to force him out. Gonna try and poke on it. Unable to get more, but GXX now on the line. Scenario finds one on the other side. This is coming off the rails for Sprout again at the critical juncture. They just can't find the kills. Slacks in a 1v2. They still got time. 50 seconds to be exact. Gonna try and plant this. Gets tagged. Oh no, the lineup is there. And so Slacks is gonna try and pull a little trickery, but GXX is posted on this. Doesn't matter. Slacks is quicker. Donut player. Everything on this shot. Scenario keeps it going. Maintains the lead for B and E. No money will be built up. You've got one player elbow starting to work a little presence in towards mid, but Zyphon's on a bit of an island. And in the meantime, a lot's going to come down to Synopsy. He's the only player who's actually towards A. He's in the donut, losing one. Quattro denies information as well, but Sceneri will keep the numbers even.
Smoke what I said about this time in Synopsy. This is a great spot. Look at this. So hard to clear. 2 for him. Slacks does get the trade.
So it's just going to be a plant. Not yet. He wants the round. Not just the plant in this one. Not just the money. That's a tag, but it's a leg shot, not a kill. And he knows he has to plant now. That will at least be confirmed. A chance to win this, but the no-scope shot goes wide. And the defuse will be on. Once again, the Bad News Eagles have done it.
He should be dead.
Speaking of people who should be dead, one Flotro, he gets the first, goes to Util, and survives. Smoke into the corner. Readjusting, repositioning, dodging Zyphon, avoiding death. Slacks has been collected, so it's all about this B play, and it's all about one Flotro holding onto it. No one's rotating to help him. And Refresh is into spawn. Uh-oh. Rygon seems to have an awareness that this could be a problem, but now they're going to overlook it. Now they're going to stop and forget that theoretically a player could be here. So what's Refresh going to find? Player Cubby could actually see him. One Flotro, though.
Oh, he doesn't.
He's seen it. He's seen it. The response is there. One Flotro. 1 HP. He lives. He lives. Zyphon might take him out of play, but he's got to deal with the next player as well. It's down to the clutch. 20 seconds. Zyphon, 3 HP. 1 bullet will do it. The plant is on. The Molotov, though, should end this. The smoke preempts. The spam not connecting. Zyphon, no! His magic act comes to a close. Match point, series point, will be found for the Bad News Eagles. Game of inches and seconds. We've had a few of those here. Longs, though, wants to put some miles on it, some distance. He's flying in, so aggressive. The flashbangs are good. One Flotro is done. This aggressive play is relentless. Longs has just taken over. But GXX, he wants to deny. Hits the shot through. He does the damage. He keeps this viable. Rygon, if he finds the timing on Stair. Oh, this could be massive, but Stair knows. He's taking the lead. He's got the smoke fade. He's got the kill as well. And all on the GXX to try and keep this round on. The economy, it's been so brittle for the Bad News Eagles. There's a world where he needs to save this.
If you're forced, you've got 1 buy for the end.
Couldn't nail the shot on. That would have been the opener. That would have been the moment. Instead, it's an MP9 swing. Gone. Done. Dealt with. Early pick found. They want to go in towards B, and the presence is here for the Bad News Eagles. They've got the bodies on site. But they don't have the weaponry. They're going to make the cheeky plays. The cheeky plays kind of the name of the game here for the Bad News Eagles. Gun picked up. Can't be realized. They're still keeping this viable. The MP9 deleted, and GXX will once again likely want to save that AWP.
I mean, I don't entirely blame Refresh at all. He didn't know it was a 4A stack. 4-4B stack even, but that was... Wow.
They look to finish off this entire round and seal the deal here. Jake and Sprout, they've got a sight. There's still 2 players in cave. Jaguar. But that's a huge kill on Synopsy. The bomb's going to go down. The Molotov means that you can't really do much if you're B&E. Got positions for the post, but look at Refresh. How are you going to expect him here? How is he not going to get this kill on Rygon? All right, he is eventually going to, but it's a 3-on-3. They know Refresh is in a weird spot. If they just clear into the site, there's not much he can do about it. He's not here to defend. Relax. Oh, misses one at a critical juncture. Stair has to be the hero for the squad. Refresh is coming in to support, but they're already on the defuse. They're already trying to get this done. Refresh has it on the spam through. The check is going to be on. Did they hear GXX get on the bomb? Molotov, too late, but it's a 10-second defuse. Molly might make the difference, and we're going to overtime.
Fletcher is the man to get past if you want this Jaguar control.
Not going to get past him without paying a price. Refresh will try, and he will succeed. Gatekeeper eliminated. Refresh breaks the first barrier en route to the site, but Zyphon's lost on the other side, trying to walk a smoke. Now this time Synopsy was watching, so Refresh, oh my goodness, continues to deliver. That's his 30th kill. He's pacing the board for his team. Wow. Could die. Who knows? Go. It's a bit of an unfortunate play. Smokes have apparently not been kind to Sprout so far this round. Still This is viable. A little bit more as Refresh finds his third kill. They'll slip into a post-plant position. Slacks delivers another. It's all on to Synopsy now. A 1v2 to try and pull off. And these T-set rounds are so important, but it's going to come down to the clutch. Fresh. A flash to get him out. Synopsy's just sticking it. He's just sticking it. And he will be checked, but plenty of time on that. Comes off for the shot. Gets the defuse on. Dueling 3Ks. And it's Synopsy who stands victorious. Okay? And this was finally the read, right? Sprout had finally realized, oh, bad news frequently leave this site open. They do indeed. This kill on Synopsy, that's huge. They got all this space. They got all this ground. Rygon, though, wants to get right back in. And he'll do exactly that. 2 swift kills. But Refresh is on the scene. Bomb's not planted yet. Anticipate this, though. Clear cave. He is going to catch the first kill. Does he anticipate the second player being so close? Woo-hoo-hoo! He just slips the corner.
For a second. We'd had another. I'd have thought he was playing boot camp, so he's still going to commit to this.
Play.
Okay. Look at this off angle. It's so tough to clear this sort of position. You have to just have good trading. And Stair steps out. He wants to get the molly. And Fletcher can reset. At least Refresh, though, has been a monster on the refrags. But I don't think it's going to matter. Bomb is dropped in the open. 2 on 4. This is dire.
That's another one as well. Lau and X trying to chase the kill. Finding destruction instead. It's all about Xiphon, and the double swing means a little late. But I like the idea. Fresh finds his first. That's a spam through. Stair keeps the numbers even. Slacks. Tipping the scale. Back and forth this goes. Now it's looking good for Sprout. Oh, wow. They did not wait to get involved in that post plant. Not even a chance for Synopsy as he finds the wrong end of Xiphon's AWP.
Oh, they're about 5 kills there when nobody was seeing it.
Brought through to make sure they're not going to get past this angle easily. Flashbang forces Xiphon off. Lots of utility being spent to keep him uncomfortable, but he's back on the line. They still have to face the offense. Love can be good for one. Not for the second, though. Rifle can't get her done. Wow, keeps the numbers even, and okay, here's the retake on. Wow, step into the plate 3. Huge kill. Next series point for Sprout to hold the line. Bad news Eagles, though. They're stumped by the smoke. Surprised this rotate's still so slow. Xiphon just now coming through. Xiphon could be key, and he is. He finds one already. Scenario on the smoke fade. He's dropped the bombs down. Confirmation there, but a quick cleanup. Pressure alleviated. Puts it all on Longs and Slacks again. I think it's going to need to be the young star, the young gun, the young god of this squad. And try and bring it through. He's got one. Those were the seconds got to be. It has to be behind the pillar. One Fletcher coming in for the fight. They'll double face, and we're going again. We're going for more. We're getting another run of OT. Sprout haven't given it to them. Been very passive on it, and that'll be the mask for the hit through mid. Pressure onto Slacks. He checks at the first. He's good for it. Looking for more. Not quite hit that. Now the dance around donut is deadly. Xiphon back on the angle. He's maybe withdrawing early. Presence left in mid. The bomb plan here could be huge, and Refresh bets it all on a little bit of a push. This is a catastrophe now. Stair and Longs will try and bring this back. The young guns of the squad in a desperate situation. And look at the late play through mid. Juan Flatro is coming in for the backstab to absolutely end any hope in this round. And it might not even be needed, but it'll be helpful. Longs is frozen up. There's nothing really he could do here, but he's still going to try. He's going to try and create something out of nothing. Longs gone to the rifle. Does he have bullets in? 20, a full magazine. Knows he's got the player tucked into the core. GXX, though, hits this shot. Doubt in his mind. Longs trying to dodge that first bullet. They get one round here for B&E. One round. Death blow. Oh, Icon, speaking of death blows, he's dealing them out. There's the second. The young guns are gone. The B-site defenders are raised. 3 players out. It's all about Xiphon and Slacks. Bomb's been left behind.
That is. And, oh my lord. Siphon's coming for the bomb.
He's got the right read. Scenario's coming back around, but he's got the shot, and that's all that matters. Pressure alleviated. They know where the off is. They can leave him alone, or just get the kill. Synopsy confirms it. No problems here.
That was the 1 HE. 98 damage.
Oh my god. The death blow. GXX gone though. His positioning for one Flatro is good, and he's going to find the kill. This might be a bomb plant. And with Slack so low, I mean, this might as well be a 2v2 already. One Flatro, though, he wants to deal the death blow. He wants to go further, and it's around this corner that the fight will be. Do they have a flashbang for it? No, she could be the face. One Flatro with the kill. Oh my goodness, this is looking like it could be one Flatro determining that point, but Stare, he's not interested. Scenario will need the clutch. Scenario will need 2 more kills. And oh, he does actually read it. Doesn't have the shot, though. Stare, snappy on the aim. 1 round at least for Sprout to have headed into the second half of second OT. They don't have bombs. Slacks has to go back for that. We'll retrieve, but this looks like precarious positioning at best. Siphon's on the other side of the map. And now they're committed in. Lonk's gone. Bomb not yet planted. I think they're trying to retreat out because if Siphon makes the move, he's dead. But it's all about Synopsy's angle.
Yeah,
they get the bomb cross.
There's no safe plant. And that's the only smoke. There's nothing for Donut.
Refresher's gone, so the lurk threat isn't there anymore to distract. The flashbang has to do it. It's good. Timing shot's not hit. That should be a bomb plant, but that's far from a round win. Siphon realizes the promise of his position. Catches one flot throw. Pressure on. Slacks. Getting stormed, and there it is. Map point going to be found here for the Bad News Eagles. Siphon again is going to try and make a late play towards A. They might go for the rotate, but this time the Bad News Eagles haven't given up all that ground. So 37 seconds hits the clock, and they're just now moving in towards mid. But if 1 kill goes against them, that could be the tipping point. Kill found. Rygon now has a strong position to play from. Synopsy is going to try and get to the action as well. They're stuck in Donut. 20 seconds. They got no time to spare. And their initial forays, they're being rebuffed. It's all about Rygon. He's holding the line. He's distracting them. 15 seconds. His teammates are here. They need to slow him down. It's all over. Bad News Eagles survive. Battle on here in Season 42 playoffs. Sprout. It's over and done. They looked so good for so much of this series, but the critical moments